All right. Well, we are going to move on from the NFL because the NBA has a lot of stuff going on as well, man. And we're going to go ahead and start the NBA Saturday after the Saturday slate. So we're going to go ahead and start it off with the almighty 3-point competition here. Man, if you guys can't see the graphic up here and don't know who's playing, I'll go ahead and break it down for you. You got Jalen Brunson, Cade Cunningham, Darius Garland, Tyler Hero, Buddy Hield, Cam Johnson, Damian Lillard, and Norman Powell. Mr. G, Mike, you're up top, man. Are you excited for this event? Are you excited for the All-Star Weekend? Who you like out of this group?
Me?
Yes, sir.
Me? You know, gotta go with the hometown, baby. You got Tyler Hero, baby. Damn. No, I'm not excited for All-Star Weekend. That's another thing that's asked. All-Star Weekend is asked to me, bro. Unless you're in person. I feel like in person it would be a lot of fun, for real. But it's like a normal fan just watching it on TV. It's ass, bro. Like it's not as entertaining. Like we want, specifically talking about the All-Star game, right? And then I'll touch a little bit on the dunk contest because I think the 3-point contest actually has been a lot more competitive, which they're putting in the All-Star, the guys that are the top of the league when it comes to 3-pointer, even though they left off Malik Beasley, which I don't know why the hell, because Malik Beasley been hitting with like 5 threes a game.
Yep.
He's number 1 right now.
Yep.
So that was kind of weird, but just sticking with the NBA All-Star game, man, it needs to be more competitive. Like, I get it. You guys don't want to get injured out there, bro. But, dude, man, like, you guys are just walking around out there, throwing up lobs, just shooting half-court shots. And it's just like, it's like when you're watching a YouTube video and you're, like, doing dishes or doing laundry or, like, doing some other shit that you're not really paying attention, but kind of paying attention. That's how I feel with the NBA All-Star game, bro. And they really need to change that around. And when it comes to the dunk contest, man, like, there needs to be some other stuff that be going on because the dudes are just doing the same dunks over and over and over. Like if we want more entertaining dunks, let's go out to the streets and actually get some dudes that actually practice some crazy dunks that we can see on live TV. Like, don't put in the NBA players if they're gonna go out there and do the same shit over and over, and we're just there like, oh yeah, we already saw this 2 years ago, 5 years ago. Like let's get people that are actually doing some stylish dunks out there on the streets and bring them in. Give them a little reward. Yo, $100,000 to a random guy from the street that's doing dunks on YouTube and try to help out his life with some money. You know what I'm saying?
That sounds like a Gladiator. Are you not entertained?
We ain't.
You bore me with your crazy stylish dunks.
Yeah, well, and the thing is, like G Mike said, a lot of these dunks we've already seen in past iterations of the dunk contest. Like with a 3-point contest, you can kind of make the case it has a little bit more staying power because you get new people in each year. You get a potentially new winner. It's exciting. Yes, it's the exact same shot, but the thing is, it's different people. You're going to get a different one. Whereas with the dunk contest, it prides itself on style and flair and novelty. And you can only do a free throw line dunk so many times before we can say, okay, we've already seen it. What I would love to see, I want to see, we got a 7'4" giant who can basically touch the top of the backboard. Why don't we get him in it? Why don't we see maybe if he dunks from the 3-point line? I'm for that. That would be interesting. Why not? Let's see how far back he can push it. We need to get guys that can actually generate some star power and creativity in the dunk contest. Like G Mike said, get some guys. Why not get some 1 or 2 guys from the outside, bring them in and challenge the pros and kind of maybe put some pressure on them and be like, hey, these young bucks, they've got creativity. What have you got? You're supposed to be a professional basketball player. You're telling me you're getting outperformed by some street baller? Like, come on, guys, step it up. Maybe that will be the thing that maybe helps revitalize them. But for the 3-point contest specifically, I do like it. Like G Mike said, they're bringing in actual stars, actual guys that have range. Again, minus Malik Beasley this year, minus Steph Curry. I don't understand why he is not in it. You have the greatest shooter of all time. Why absent from this contest? This is his event, basically. He should be almost a guarantee every single year. And it's not like the dunk contest where you have to worry about, oh, I might injure myself. You're shooting 3-pointers. Come on. What's the excuse?
Yeah, they also got rid of the challenge they had last year with Sabrina and Steph Curry. They're not going to do that again this year. That was actually one of the more exciting parts.
I would love to see Caitlin Clark versus
turned it down.
Steph.
she turned it down. They did offer it to her. She turned it down. She didn't want to do it. She had a couple of reasons, and she was saying she didn't want to take away, or I forgot what it was. She had the reasoning wasn't horrible, but it was also like, man, like that's kind of surprising. You're the face. You're the face of women's basketball and borderline basketball right now.
I feel like the WNBA I feel like she got pressured into saying no, which is like so stupid. Like she is the most popular player in the WNBA by far. She should
be in the top like NBA as well, kind of thing. Just popularity right now as a household name.
The people I think want to see Steph Curry versus Caitlin Clark in a 3-point contest. Let's do it.
Real quick. Do you guys agree with the notion with the NBA All-Stars lollygagging out there and not being super competitive in the All-Star game?
That they do it? Yes. 100%.
No, I'm saying, do you agree with that notion? Do you think that they should just go out there and lollygag?
No, you should play for something, and you should be playing like again, people don't like bringing up the 90s that they actually played back then though because they were competitive. They wanted to be the best.
Yeah, I mean that goes back to that whole now the NBA's softer and everybody's friends. Jordan wanted to win that MVP. That meant something to Jordan. That meant something to Barkley to be able to go out there and dunk on Jordan, or like now it's so much more. I hate to use the word fun, but it's just fun for these guys. Like they're out there having fun. They're getting paid millions of dollars, and they're having fun. It's not the same as it used to be for sure. I have an idea on how to fix it, but when we get to the All-Star game, because we got a couple of the prior twos, the skills and all that stuff like that, we'll get to the All-Star game in a minute. So we'll go ahead and put this 3-point contest up here real quick, and we'll go ahead and pick our winner on this one. G Mike, you're up top, my man. How about you go first? You're going to say you go in with Tyler Hero, or go ahead and explain your thoughts.
Yes, sir. I'm gonna get Tyler Hero right there. He's been very efficient this year. I think he's number 1 or 2 up to this point. So I think he'll go out there and he'll try to prove himself and try to win.
I'm sticking with Damian Lillard. He is the returning champ of this competition. I want to say he might have run it 2 years in a row. It's Dame time. This is what Dame Lillard lives for. No non-contested threes. Damian Lillard all day long. BC, what you got?
No, I'm going to agree. And plus, Milwaukee this year has had a knack for kind of winning in these any Milwaukee person has kind of had a knack for winning in these, you could say, gimmicky type of things. They won the Emirates Cup. I feel like Dame's going to do the same thing here in 3-point contest. Like you said, he's unguarded, uncontested. He is the returning champ. It's his game to lose. He's basically the second best 3-point shooting point guard of all time.
Great. I like it a lot, man. That's the 3-point competition for us here, man. All right. So we also have the next one coming up, and that one is going to be the the skills competition. And this one is interesting as well. I'm kind of confused on the formatting here. I know it's supposed to be Golden State, so they're representing Golden State here, but it's Team Cavs versus Team Rooks versus Team Spurs and then Team Warriors. Why they chose those ones, I don't really know. I'm very confused on what the hell the NBA is doing and what they're going with this stuff. I love having some of the players in it, like Wembanyama. That's really cool. I think Wembanyama's. If I had to spoil it, that's who I'm going to be picking in this one. But I just think it's kind of weird the format they're doing. I think they're overcomplicating things. Like they're just thinking too much into this stuff. And the skills competition was one of the newer events that they added, I don't know, maybe 10 years ago at most. That's a decent one. It's kind of cool. I like that one. That one shows some skill stuff. That shows what they can do, the dribbling, the passing. Otherwise, like this one's kind of just a wasted one too on me for this one. G-Mike, do you like this competition or?
Nah, I don't really care for it.
I like the old format.
I'm not a person that watches NBA All-Star Weekend no more. Like I watch the highlights when it comes on X or Twitter or YouTube. I watch the highlights, so I'm not one to really talk about this type of weekend. But I just don't like it. To me, it's not entertaining no more. Like it's very like walk around stuff. Like they're just going out there and just whatever. Let me pass the rock. Oh, let me shoot the 3. Oh, let me throw a lob. And it's like, dude, I want to see competition, bro. Like, I don't want to see you lollygagging out there. Like, you're getting paid millions of dollars and you fucking complaining about this shit. I don't want to fucking hear that shit, man.
Yeah, and so I watched the National Hockey League, the NHL, their All-Star weekend not too long ago, about a year ago or something like that. They had their skills competition. And I'm not going to lie, that was way faster paced. That was way better than NBA's. Like, they were cutting in and out of cones. Like, they had some really cool ideas that I think the NBA should be looking at. Like, I don't pay attention to hockey very much. I'll be the first to admit it. I'll do what 75% of probably the country does. I'll check out the Stanley Cup. but that's about as far as I go with it, really. And every year I'm like, man, I should watch more hockey. This is actually really cool. Don't really watch too much of it. But having said that, though, their All-Star weekend, their challenge and all that was awesome, man. Those guys, that was hard. That looked difficult.
Yeah, and I will say this for the skills challenge, this event specifically. I think that they're, like you said, they're trying to complicate it too much by adding now a big and a guard kind of dynamic, or a big and a wing dynamic to this thing. I loved it last year when you had guys, or maybe a few years ago, when you had Sabonis and Vucevic in the finals competing against each other. Two big guys that you don't really consider having a lot of skill showing up the guards. I always thought that was something interesting where these big men now, it's the evolution of the game. They're able to handle the rock like guards. As great as it would seem, and spoiler for my prediction, Chris Paul and Victor Wembanyama teaming up, it's going to be great to see that. But I would have rather have seen Victor Wembanyama versus Chris Paul. Let's see who really has the best skills. Like the opposite ends of the spectrum right there. But yeah, they're trying too much with some of these events to shuffle them up and make them better. And it's like that energy should have been put towards making other contests in the All-Star game weekend or All-Star weekend better.
Yeah, no, I'm with you on that one. So we'll go ahead and go what you got, Mike.
Real quick, have you guys ever played? Oh, now the name just went away from me. I had it. I think it's called Knockout.
Yep.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
I think that would be sick to watch.
It's so funny that you said that too. I was thinking that a day ago. Like, what would I do to change things? I think Knockout would be a blast.
Be sick. It's very fast.
Of course.
You're gonna see players missing. You're gonna see players making some crazy shots right before a player is gonna make a dunk or a layup. Like, I think that will be very competitive, and there's not gonna be injuries. Like,
yep.
I mean, they could be sprinting to the rim, but I know what you mean though. It's a lot less on the body for the rebound or something. But I know what you mean though. It'd be a lot less.
Yeah. Well,
they did try horse not too long ago, and it didn't land as well. They only tried it for 1 year. It didn't really land as well. And I feel like horse would be one of those competitions that might take way too long.
Exactly.
Knockout's pretty fast paced. I could see that one being kind of cool.
True.
Having maybe 5 players, whatever team, or however you want to do it, 10 players, whatever you want to do. I think Knockout would be a fun one. I'd be interested in that one as well. That's funny you said, because I was thinking that one as well. So for the skills competition, let's go ahead and make our picks on this one. G Mike, you're up top, my man. What do you got?
I'm gonna take the Spurs as well, man. I think CP3 is one of the greatest guards when it comes to skills, dribbling, and passing. And then Wembanyama, he's been showing us that he can do everything when it comes to playing basketball. So I got the Spurs.
Yeah, I'm taking the Spurs as well, man. Victor Wembanyama, he's kind of about to take over the league, man. So I'm going Team Spurs in this one as well.
Yep. You can literally argue that team has the 2 best ball handlers of everybody on that screen. So it's going to be an easy win for them.
Yeah, agreed. I think it's going to be an interesting good win for the Spurs in that one. That one I got to say before, put that one to rest as well. How did they get, what is the reason? You got the Cavs, you got the Spurs, and you got rookies, and then you got the Warriors. Warriors, again, it's their home court, cool, or something like that. But
no idea.
Cavs have, I don't know, it's just weird. I don't know.
I would have been interested in seeing Wemby and Fox be on the team, but yeah, we'll take Chris Paul.
It probably was too late.
Yeah, that's true.
It might have been too late maybe because that trade afterwards or something. But
yeah.
All right, and so of course you got the granddaddy of them all for the whole sports weekend of the All-Star competition, and that is the mighty slam dunk competition, man.
I recognize no one on this list aside from one.
Yeah, it's gotten pretty bad. I don't get when did this all change, and when did the players stop caring about this stuff? It's gotten really bad. They're still doing cool dunks, and granted, it's been going on for quite a while. You can only do a 360 so many times to make it look nice. I get it, man, that's cool and all. But just even you go as far back to the Zach LaVine and Aaron Gordon, they were trying. That was great. That was probably the last great one they had. I think.
Yep, for sure.
They were actually both out there really trying. It meant something to them.
AJ got robbed.
I think it started going kind of south whenever they started trying to add props and they started trying to add all this extra flash to it. Just dunk, and then they missed the dunk half the time.
Yep. Oh, you guys remember 2009 Blake Griffin with the car?
Yeah.
Still talks about it, and he didn't even jump over the car. He jumped over the hood.
Yeah.
Come on.
That's still pretty tough, though.
It
Let's
is,
get
but
that car
it's like
moving. How about that car's driving towards him, then he jumps over? Now that's what I'm talking about. He has a chance to die here. Come on.
it's that, and then along with the Zach Levine. What was it? The windmill? Or no, not the windmill. The between the legs from the line. It's like it's not from the line. It's about a foot or two in from it. Like you can't call it from the line. If you want to say yeah, it was a tough shot, sure, but stop saying it was over a car. It was from the line. They weren't.
Yeah. All right. Well, we'll go ahead and wrap the dunk contest up on this one real quick. I think I'm just going on a whim. We're all probably picking the same guy in here. Is it Mac going for 3?
Yep, 3-peat.
3-peat. G Mike, you a 3-peat as well?
I'm gonna go Castle, man. I like the way that Castle has been playing lately.
I like his game. I just don't know about dunking wise.
I will say for Mac, the pressure's on him though. He's been benched the last couple games because he was not really hustling too much on defense. A little G League insider for you guys there. So it's like if he's sacrificing time in game to make this, he better win it. If not, all 300 people that go to those Osceola games are going to be pissed.
299 if you're counting yourself.
That's true. So sometimes there's more employees and players than there are fans. Oh dang! I can't let this air. I'm going to get fired.
All right, so now we have the game itself, and it is weird as hell what the hell they're doing. It just doesn't make any sense. So it's basically Team Shaq versus Team Kenny versus what is it? Team Youngstars, Team Shaq, Team Chuck. Why are they doing this? Like, I don't get it. I don't like it. It just seems too much. So the only thing I will give them credit in, which I think what they should possibly do to revamp this thing, is it's Team Chuck's global stars versus these other guys in here. I think that would be a way more. I think that'd be a better way to do this is take international stars versus the American stars, and just have them go at it, and then it'd be the best all-stars in the world, if you want to call it that. I think that would be a fun way to do it because the international players definitely want to represent their countries. America, of course, wants to represent, but those international guys take a lot of pride in that stuff. And I think that would also get the Americans back into it as well. I don't know what else to do to save the game. The game itself has just gone ridiculous. It's become the Pro Bowl of the NFL. It's supposed to be fun, but can you at least act like you're trying? Yeah. The Pro Bowl got goofy as hell. They're catching with big gloves on. I mean, whatever. I don't know what the hell they're doing with that either. But the All-Star game, man, I used to be so excited for the NBA All-Star weekend. They used to be like the highlight. It was usually around my birthday, so I was always like, "Oh, it's my birthday gift," It's just gotten ridiculously bad now, man. Do you guys have any other thoughts on how to fix or change what the hell they're doing?
You gotta give them some kind of incentive aside from paychecks at this point, because they'll still take it serious. They still won't take it serious. Oh, you're gonna give me an extra $500,000 or an extra $1 million or whatever it is. Like if I win, like no, like give it some actual meaning. I don't know what that is right now, but you gotta find something.
Yeah, I mean with the East and West when they had it before, do what baseball used to do. They don't do it anymore. Winner of the All-Star game gets home court advantage. I don't know, something to give you something to play for, because these guys aren't doing shit, man. They don't care.
No.
They're not interested.
They don't give a damn, bro. And it's all about all they got to do is just ramp up the competition. That's it, man. Go out there and prove to yourself, East versus West. East go out there and be like, yo, we're the best. West go out there, yo, we're the best. Go out there, compete against one another. Be like, yo, we're all stars right here this season. We're going to see who really is the best, and whoever becomes the All-Star MVP is the best out of all of us. That's it. Go out there and compete against each other. Stop being little bitches, bro. For real. Like, you guys are getting paid millions of dollars to play basketball. There's people out here that work 2-3 jobs and they can't even support their fucking families. And you guys are crying about getting injured in a fucking basketball game. Get the fuck out of here.
Yep.
Yeah, it's definitely gotten to that point for sure that you have to do something, because it's just gotten ridiculous. Or just you're an all-star, that's it. Take the weekend off, because that's pretty much what they're doing anyways. Don't risk injury at all. Take it off. You're gonna make the all-star team. Here's a check. Take a week off. It's just polluting the airwaves.
Ridiculous. Like for the way the NBA is going, bro. Like that shit is making me not want to watch fucking basketball, dog.
It's been their issue this whole season.
It's been horrible, bro. It goes from the refs to the players acting like drama queens to the to the commissioner giving everything to the players and forgetting that the way you make money is through the damn fans.
Yep. Well, and that's the problem with, we talked about Kevin Durant earlier at the beginning of the segment, player empowerment. You give all these guys, you know, so much we hear about, oh, the teams don't care about the players. It's all the teams and blah, 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 the ownership. You give the players the same power. This is the kind of crap you're going to get. It's not as entertaining. You're getting now, the players are all buddy-buddy with each other. They only care about the money. They don't want to get hurt. And it's just, it's ridiculous. You don't have an entertaining product anymore to watch to get people involved. And don't be surprised and don't be mad when your viewership tanks.
Yeah, it's universally, it's pretty much gotten really really bad, and the viewership has gone down. It's not bad. It's not good. It used to be one of the top rated All-Star games. Baseball does it right. I love baseball's All-Star game because that's actually a game still. They play hard. I don't know how baseball is able to still get these guys to play hard and take pride in the game, but NBA needs to figure something out because this game has just gotten ridiculous, man.
Yeah.
All right, guys. Well, we all decided we're not a big fan of the All-Star game anymore. If I had to pick a team, it would be the international team, the Global Stars of Team Chuck. I'm going with the international stars, man. The international players have just been dominating the NBA lately, and I love their game right now. So.
Yep, I think Team USA stars are getting a little up there in age. The international stars are in their prime. And like we said, it's a lackadaisical environment. I just feel like the way the game is played overseas right now, there's a little bit more seriousness in it, and I feel like that, it's just going to be international. They're going to run it.